A lot of people don't realize how important pooping is. They go through life thinking that whatever it is that their bowels are doing is something to hide, something not to talk about. And sometimes they don't even discuss it with their doctor. So today I want to explain to you and I want to discuss with you how important poop is to your health and how you can improve your health through observing your poop. If you're interested, keep watching. Hello, beautiful friends. My name is Monica Paz. I'm a certified nutritionist and a functional nutrition lifestyle practitioner. I'm also the founder of Nourish Functional Nutrition, where I teach you how to get to the root causes of your symptoms and how to use food as medicine. In this channel, I give you all of the tools that I have at my disposal to help you go from confused and frustrated about your health to empowered and excited to take your health to the next level. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and remember to tap on the bell so that you can get notified when I release a new video. In our society, pooping becomes a taboo subject where we're supposed to hide. We giggle when we talk about poop, and we don't even know that it's normal for us to go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times a day and to feel good about that. But have you noticed how good you feel after you poop? This is a physiological need because we're excreting waste. So today I would like to discuss how important it is for you to poop normally. And I like to start with a story. About 6 months ago, more or less, 8 months ago, my mother was so terrified about COVID and the whole situation with the virus that she became very, very scared. And through this fear, she started holding her stool. She didn't realize she was doing that. She just kept saying that she was constipated and that things weren't flowing, even though she was going to the bathroom every day. But she kept saying that she was not emptying completely. So not emptying completely is also something that you want to observe. And so months went by, and she stopped eating. Her mouth was tasting bad, bitter. And believe me, I am, trained in nutrition. I know how important constipation can be to health, but I really didn't know what to do. And so months went by, and eventually she had lost like 30 pounds. She was completely psychotic. Her mind was not working. And the doctor kept saying that she just needed psychotic medications. And this wasn't something that I wanted to do. So we had talked about this because she's 89 years old and she lives with us. We had talked about her prognosis and because she's a retired nurse, she takes life and death very seriously, but by the same token, she doesn't want to live a life hooked to a machine. So we had talked about the situation and we put her in hospice, but then miraculously she recovered. She all of a sudden came to, and the one thing that really, really helped her in the end, besides many, many prayers from our friends and family, was to do a colonic treatment. And today I'm not going to talk about colonics, only to say that once she was flushed out, and a colonic is something like flushing of the colon is an ancient form of kind of like an enema, but it's like a continuous enema where they flush you out, and it has a lot of health benefits. And this thing really worked for her. She got everything out, and all of a sudden her brain focus, her brain fog was gone. She was starting to make sense. She started to eat. She started to drink and to gain weight. But had she not been emptied out and all of this fecal matter taken out of her, she would have died. We had already, she was on hospice and she was on her last few days. So all that to say that constipation, diarrhea, and any of the things that are going on with your digestive system hold information. And this information is something vital. It's not something to put a pill or a patch on it. It's not something to put a Band-Aid over it and to make it go away. It's something to observe and to learn from. So today I want to discuss with you 6 things that you can do when you observe your poop and how this can affect your health. So number one, how often are you pooping? Are you pooping once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, 3 times a week? The normal bowel movement in a healthy human being is between 1 large bowel movement to 3 per day. So ideally you want to have 2 bowel movements, and they need to look like a soft banana. I've shared the Bristol stool chart with you, and I'm going to share it with you again. And it goes from 1 to 7, and 1 being pellets, like bunny pellets. That's constipation. You're not emptying your bowels completely. Number 4 is like a soft banana. That's the ideal. You know, it's somebody said, I can't remember who it was, that said you should poop a snake a day. So it needs to look very firm, very soft, and it should pass easily. By the time you get to 7, you're watery diarrhea. So that's not normal. So it's really nice to have that chart so that you can start assessing your poop. Number 2, what color is it? We secrete a number of enzymes from the liver and the gallbladder and the pancreas, and we need to make sure that the color of our poop is a medium brown. Sometimes, depending on whether you're eating a lot of green leafy vegetables, it may turn dark green, but you definitely don't want a charred, black tarry stool, because that could indicate bleeding, or you also don't want a pale stool or a yellow stool, because that indicates that you have some deficiencies in your liver, and that's something to talk to your doctor about. So please don't be embarrassed to talk to the doctor about this, or your nutritionist. Number 3, are you holding your poop? Sometimes some of us don't like to go to the bathroom in public restrooms, and this is something that is going to affect you, because just like in my mother's case, your waste, this waste product, secretes waste chemicals. They just get reabsorbed back into the bloodstream, and they affect your brain. They affect your thinking and your focus, your concentration. And in an extreme case like my mother's, it could literally make you feel like you're crazy. You start hallucinating and saying things and acting in a way that is erratic, because you are secreting toxic fumes back into your bloodstream. So it's very, very important to make sure that you're not holding your poop. No matter where you are, you go to the bathroom, because this also creates a habit. If you get into the habit of holding your poop, you're also going to develop hemorrhoids, and this is not beneficial to your body either. Number 4 is, does it sink or does it float? So your poop needs to sink, because that indicates that everything is being digested properly. When poop floats, that indicates that you are not digesting your fat properly. And the importance of that is that if you don't digest your fat properly, then you're not absorbing your fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D, vitamin A, K, and D. And these are so important for bone formation and bone strength. So make sure that you're absorbing those nutrients by making sure that you're breaking down fat. So digestive enzymes are very important, and this is something that you can do at home. You can just look in the bowl and find out whether you need some enzymes to break down the fat that you're not digesting. Number 5, how long does it take for food to pass through your stool? In other words, if you were to eat something like beets have a red color, and they really definitely come out in your stool, or something like corn that does not get digested. How long does it take for you to see this food passing? And it should be no longer than 36 hours. In other words, if you eat beets for lunch today, you should see them by tomorrow night in the bowl. If it takes longer than that, then you have a slow transit time, and that's something that you need to talk to your doctor about, because it could lead to things like SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. In other words, bacteria could start growing in your small intestine, which it shouldn't. So very important to have normal transit time. And then number 6 is, if you're seeing undigested pieces of food in your poop, that is a symptom that you need some help digesting your food. In some cases, it's a little bit of stomach acid, or some other enzymes. So all of these things are going to give you information. I always say food is information. And I want to tell you another story about something that you can do to improve your digestion and to resolve this problem. So if you think about your gut microbiome, we have talked about the gut microbiome. There's for every one cell that we have in our body, we have 10 microbes keeping us safe, helping us digest and produce nutrients. And it's so important to have your microbiome balance. If it's out of balance, you're going to start seeing conditions that have to do with autoimmunity or weight loss resistance or insulin resistance. All of these things now we're finding out have to do with the microbiome and the quality of the bacteria that is in your gut. So if you think about a neighborhood that is pleasant, all the neighbors get along, everybody's having a barbecue and they're all having fun. All the neighbors know each other and they help each other and they take care of each other, and the music is wonderful, the kids are playing, everyone is happy, there's games going on in the lawn, and all of a sudden you look over and you notice that there are a couple of people that you didn't invite. And you think, oh, well, no big deal. These people are just hanging out there and let them have fun. And then a little time goes by, you look the other way, and now there isn't just 2, but maybe 6. And then they kind of start growing. And all of a sudden, the music changes. The kids are running and hiding, and things are getting destroyed. The good neighbors start going back into their homes, and all of a sudden, things are getting trashed and are in disorder. So this is your gut microbiome. It's a family, it's a community of good bacteria, and that good bacteria is there to protect you. But when the bad bacteria move in, if they outnumber the good bacteria, then that's when disease happens. Breakdown of the intestinal barrier, leading to leaky gut, leading to food sensitivities, leading to autoimmune conditions, pain, and other disorders that a lot of times we go to doctors and we end up with medication trying to suppress the immune system, when in reality, balancing that gut bacteria is number one priority. So what do? Probiotics. So probiotics are the gut bacteria, and you can take some really good quality probiotics. Do not buy them at Amazon. Do not buy them at your local pharmacy. Make sure that you buy them from either a clinic, a naturopathic clinic, or some practitioner that has a good solid dispensary that is good quality. And so you want a GMP seal, which is good manufacturing practices, and that will tell you that that is a good probiotic. And you want to include soil-based probiotics. You want to include lactobacillus probiotics, as well as Saccharomyces boulardii. Studies have shown that if you use those 3 probiotics, you can really alter the quality of the bugs in your gut. And then you want to feed those bugs. And the way you do that is you provide them with really good quality fiber, legumes, root vegetables, good leafy vegetables, lots and lots of fiber. So there you have it. Your poop gives you clues to what's going on in your body, and by looking at it and by understanding what's going on in that process of elimination, you can understand what's going on in your body, assessing your symptoms, and then coming to a resolution. And these are things that you can do at home. But if you need help and you feel like you need some help guiding you through this process, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm at nourishfunctionalnutrition.com. I also want to take this opportunity to invite you to my 21 Days of Renewal Fall Cleanse, which starts on October 11th. We have an early bird special going on right now if you sign up before October 7th. And during this time, we're going to talk about nourishing food, healing the body, and all of the areas of detoxification, including excretion, including digestion, diabetes, chronic illness, any of these things that are plaguing you with pain, maybe not being able to sleep at night, maybe blood sugar crashes. All of these things we're going to address during the cleanse. It's a beautiful way of getting acquainted with the food that is really nourishing for your body, that is going to make you feel like $1,000,000 and is a great first step towards improving your health. So I invite you to sign up to my 21 Days of Renewal Fall Cleanse that takes place on October 11th for 21 days. You can use a coupon, an early bird coupon that expires on October 7th. And that coupon is fall $50, and that will save you $50 off the $197 cost of the cleanse. So I hope to see you there. If you have any questions, be sure to put them in the chat and I will answer them for you. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe and tap on the bell so that you can get notified when I release a new video. Before you leave, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.